Hi, and welcome to Death in Cambodia, Life in America, a podcast where I interview my father, Robert Chow, one of the first survivors of the 1970s Cambodian genocide. He survived the killing fields, navigated through the jungles of Thailand, and escaped to America to build an empire in the donut industry. After about 40 years, I think it's about time he got a chance to share his story. I'm Dorothy, his daughter, and your host for today's episode. Let's dive in. Hello, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Death in Cambodia, Life in America. Last episode, we left off in the Long Penny camp. We are in Thailand now. This is an American camp, and Robert was explaining how he got his paperwork done. People were all crowded there trying to find American sponsors, and he got his ID, he got his picture taken, and he's ready to get shipped out. I would like to mention too that picture that he got taken is the one that we have used for the podcast artwork. So the picture of my dad at 16 years old, which is the title of the podcast, this is the picture that we're talking about. So Ba, welcome back.
Hey, hello everybody.
So here we are in the camp, Ba. We are in Long Penny. You kind of mentioned how, everybody there is going to get shipped to America. This is an American camp.
Yeah, it was pretty crowd. I think, American, US tried to save as much as life, as much as they can to bring the people from the border to this camp. And it was pretty crowd. And but at the same time, we were so exciting because now we know the future gonna be. Like I keep mentioning, we have no idea where's America, but it's gonna be good. That's it. Not just me. I think I'm say that's for every single person in the camp. Wake up in the morning smiling, no worry, got plenty of food and
Right.
safe.
You really never have heard of America before?
No,
Really?
no. Probably China, just around Asia.
Yeah.
When I was little, I think I heard about NASA. When I was in school, I mean, in elementary, when they sent some picture on NASA, on that plane there. So that's all no, I have no idea where's America.
So how long did you stay in Long Penny?
Long Penny wasn't that long because I believe, there's a lot of refugees, not just from Cambodian. This is from 3 countries that lost the war to a communist party.
Right.
Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodian, and almost the same
Time.
yes. So I think there's a lot of refugee. So I think it's that Long Penny American camp, not just for Cambodian refugee. This
Right.
is combined. Laos, most of them is Vietnamese. A lot of Vietnamese, people in that camp too.
So the Long Penny camp, you don't remember how long you stayed there for?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the most, I think probably a month or 2, the most.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
fast.
Pretty fast. I think as soon as they can find a sponsor, and then they just go ahead and try to just go ahead and ship you out as much as they can. Some people fly a military plane if they do have like 100 or 200 able to find a sponsor at the same time. They just, yeah. But most of the time, I think they put you on a commercial plane. But in the meantime, and during that time that you stay in Lumpini, they just want to educate you what life in America, that just show you a little bit. And the main thing here, most people never got on plane before. So they have no idea, what does the bathroom look like, what it is, because what was happened. And the first, I think, first group that they didn't really show them, they thought they know, and they drinking the water from the toilet, and they poop outside the toilet. It's on the floor. So they show, after that incident, I think they try to educate.
So what did they have,
everyone.
classes or something there, or just
Yeah.
kind of like people lecturing you, kind of?
Well, yeah. They have, they said, hey, they have class, show you, this is how the plane look like, how you're gonna, get on the plane, and, where to sit. The main thing here is just the bathroom. That's what they really pay it, teaching you. Don't drink the water out of that toilet. It's clean and clear, but that's not drinking water.
Right.
So, but yeah.
So, did you know anything about the process of sponsorships? Did you know who a sponsor was even?
I didn't know at the time, but when I got to the United States, and then most of the people that sponsor refugee at that time, most of them is from a church member, or anyone can sponsor refugee. And I heard that you got tax write-off
if you did that.
If you did that, for 1 or 2 years, I'm not sure, but that's what a lot of people. I think it's a pretty smart idea, because it's hard to find a sponsor to
take somebody in,
live with you, and train you, how to eat sandwich and hamburger and something like that. We got used to eat rice and all the time. So yeah, my sponsor, his name is Bill Hoffman. He's a member of the Catholic Church.
You didn't know that until you got there.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I have no idea. So after you got the name, they let you know. They let you know 1 week in advance.
Before you get on the plane?
Before you get on the plane. And he said, this day, you gonna, go to America, and then here's all the document. I remember so clear. I should have saved that bag. It's a plastic handbag. It's all the document is in there. They explain to you this document. You cannot lose it. This is your life, because this is all the document is in there. And the document that says something because it's printed out. So I think if everybody see that, they probably know. Not everybody know, but I think it's a very important document for us, each of us.
So did Bill sponsor the whole family?
No. Bill, I didn't know. I'm the one that left the camp, the first one. I'm the first one that left the camp. Somehow, somewhat, they cannot get the ticket, or I'm not sure how the process. It's, I was separate. It's separate again. I just in my life in that, they just keep separate me from the family. And I got the document and all of that, and was exciting. And then
that's a little scary though too,
right. And then we went to, I believe her name Judy, the lady that really handled all the refugee in that camp for the people shipped out to America. I think she's probably the head of a refugee camp there in Lumpini. So we went to talk, to her, and then they said, "Why it's only me?" And she said, "Don't worry, you guys all is gonna go to America, but we only can take you now. Then later on, your family is gonna go. Might be the same sponsor, maybe different, but it's not gonna be different city." That's what she told. It's gonna be the same city because Bill Hoffman, my sponsor, might not just able to take the whole family.
Sure,
it's just too many.
It's understandable.
Yeah. He probably gonna just request, "Hey, I just want one person." And then at that time, I mean, oh God, I don't know how many refugees, how many camp. And 1979, I believe that's the times a lot of refugees, 79, 78, 79 to 80, 81 is a lot of refugees in that 2 years.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that back, and then didn't have clothes. I think, it's really just one set, probably 2 pants, 2 t-shirt. That's it. And carry a plastic bag and I believe it's a paper bag. We don't have any, luggage or anything.
So how did Mama and everybody else feel? They're probably like, well, there's no choice, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think, we feel safe. I think it happened to a lot of
people.
A lot of people, to
Right.
a lot of family.
Right.
Whoever that can get out,
just take it.
Take it, and so that the days come. They said, okay, so I said bye-bye to everybody, and it was happy, and they know they're gonna come when, probably soon. Judy told everyone, they said it's gonna be probably the next day or the next week, or we're gonna try to get all you out, because we need a space here they bring new people in almost every day. So
Right.
and it's a small minivan. I believe it took us, not just me. I think probably a few, 4 or 5 people like that at that time, from that camp, and then from the other camp too. I don't know how many camp that American have. I believe it's only one. So we got to the airport, and then they got people that took us and check us in, of course, and handle all the ticket and all of that, and they explained to us, you gonna get to America, how many hour flight and all of that. People will waiting for you. You just carry that plastic bag, make sure you carry it out, and then walk it out, follow the when they get out the plane, just follow them. So I think, we got on the plane. It was exciting. And
what do you remember from looking at that plane and going up on those stairs?
It was so just like a monkey. And the first time the monkey in the pickup, in the back of the pickup, you just like, your eye is just like, never nonstop, and look at here, look at chair, look at the everything, it's just like, wow, what is this,
Yeah.
And and then I remember, I think there's a lot of customer. This is commercial airline.
Okay.
I believe it's United or American Airline. I believe it's a United Airline. Of course, there's a lot of customer that they look at. They know we are as a refugee. So
like tourists who are on the plane already. This is a commercial plane. So there's other people who aren't refugees on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Full plane is not
full plane.
My group there, I owns only probably 10 or 12 people.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it. Yeah, it's a very small, it was a very small group. So, yeah, and didn't sleep. And they asking you, what food is. Got plenty of food at that time. You're talking about 30, 40 years ago. It's, you know, airplane have a good,
Good food.
service, good food. We didn't have no idea. I have no idea. So
Did you
yeah.
talk to the other people in your group next to you? They're all going to the same place, right?
I think the seat is not all the same. You sit the same row.
I
mean, you're
see.
just
I
like
see.
whatever that available. I was sit. I believe. God, I couldn't remember. It's in the middle seat or the window seat. I couldn't remember. But yeah, some people, some customers just really sometimes they scare about you, or they I don't know what they think, but they just don't want to talk to you, or somehow, somewhat. But I didn't care. I cannot communicate to them anyway
because they're speaking English.
Some of these people it's a lot of Asian people too. In that plane that come to America. I couldn't remember where we transfer. I believe we did transfer somewhere. Yeah, I couldn't remember at that time. Yeah. And so
you couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep. I'm just exciting, and then we'll reach the same time. What's gonna happen? What kind of job that I gonna do, and all of that, and just keep thinking the future, planning a little bit in my head. But it really doesn't matter. This here doesn't matter. I know I reborn wherever that I land. That's how I feel. I'm reborn in that country. And in my heart, in my mind, Cambodian, I had enough. Not because I hate. I didn't know any better. I was 15, 16. I was, just like labor camp, sick, survive and all that. I had enough. So it doesn't matter where I land. That's where I reborn. I'm gonna start fresh and try my best. And my feeling was it's gonna be better than Thailand, because I went to Thailand when the first step that I stepped into Thailand. I got the job that worked on that construction. I was happy. Already. So now America, I heard a lot of people talk. Hey, it's a rich country. It's a beautiful country. When we was in camp, they show you a little bit, how you live, how you that. I was exciting. I said, wow, this is the land that I will stay for good. I already make up my mind when I got on that plane. I said, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try my best to get what my ability can do.
And so Robert steps on that plane with a plastic bag in his hand in a sea of tourists and on his first time on a commercial plane ever. And he takes off into the air as he leaves behind his home country and heads to his new life in America. First off, I just want to say thank you again. I feel like I say this almost after every episode, but really, it's incredible. Like the amount of people that follow the story and have messaged me. You guys really put meaning behind this whole thing. And I just can't believe we made it. This is the end of the Cambodia portion. We are headed off to America, season 2. So I'm also releasing, which already has probably been released, a unscripted discussion that I have with my father. One time that I was talking to him and I just pressed record because I thought the discussion was so good. And so I wanted to share with you guys a behind the scenes of how my father really feels about this podcast and how it's changed him. For listeners, I will be taking a little bit of a break, probably 3 weeks before the season 2 launches, when we talk about his journey in America, how he started from absolutely nothing, how he took this pain that he experienced in Cambodia, how he used it as building blocks to fuel him to become a successful entrepreneur that he is today. I thank you guys again. I appreciate you all. I will see you on Instagram and socials. But for now, toodaloo. I'll catch you in 3 weeks. Season 2. I'm Dorothy, your host, signing off. Over and out.